The woods are full of corpses with tactical backpacks. Every trail has a body with a ferro rod and a dream. And right now, some idiot is watching bushcraft videos thinking they're gonna live off the land when the grid drops. They're not. They're gonna die cold, wet, and confused 3 miles from a perfectly good house they abandoned because some YouTube guru told them to get out of Dodge. Here's the truth that'll save your life. Bugging out isn't survival. It's suicide with extra steps. You've been sold a lie. A romantic lie about disappearing into the wilderness while cities burn, about your secret cabin that nobody else knows about living off berries and squirrels like some discount Daniel Boone. Let me paint you the real picture. Day one of the collapse, 10 million people have the exact same idea. The highways are parking lots. Your 4x4 is stuck behind a minivan that ran out of gas. Your bug out location, so is everyone else's. That national forest you picked, it's now a refugee camp with guns. And you're walking into it with everything you own on your back like a Meals on Wheels delivery service for desperate people. Let's talk numbers. The average American can walk maybe 10 miles with a pack before their body starts shutting down. That's not cynicism, that's biomechanics. Your bug out bag weighs 40 pounds. Add water, that's 50. You haven't carried 50 pounds since you helped your buddy move his couch. Your knees are screaming by mile 3. Your back is done by mile 5. By mile 10, you're looking for a place to die comfortably. Meanwhile, the gangbanger who stayed in his apartment is eating your neighbor's food supply right now. He didn't run, he waited, and he won. Think about this, really think. You're leaving a structure with walls, a roof, locks, and intimate knowledge of every corner. For what? A tent in the woods? A tarp shelter? You're downgrading from a fortress to a fabric suggestion of safety. Your house has insulation. The woods have hypothermia. Your house has clean surfaces. The woods have infection. Your house has privacy. The woods have eyes everywhere, watching the smoke from your fire, following your tracks in the mud, waiting for you to fall asleep. Here's insight number 1. Geography is destiny, and yours sucks. Unless you live in downtown Manhattan or directly on top of a nuclear target, your house is safer than anywhere you can walk to. The suburbs aren't ground zero. They're the forgotten zone. When disaster strikes, people flee to cities for government aid, or from cities to the country. Nobody's raiding suburbia. It's a desert of opportunity. Too spread out to efficiently loot, too boring to attract attention. Your split-level ranch is invisible. Your apartment complex is a maze that outsiders won't understand. Stay put and you become furniture. Run and you become prey. Still think you're going to bug out? Let me tell you what happens to every single person who tries it. This isn't theory, this is precedent. Remember Hurricane Katrina? The survivors weren't the ones who fled to the Superdome. They weren't the ones who walked out of the city. The survivors were the ones who went vertical, who stayed in their attics, who turned their houses into arks. The runners died on highways. The stayers lived to rebuild. Every war, every collapse, every disaster teaches the same lesson. Refugees die, residents survive. In Bosnia, the ones who ran ended up in mass graves. The ones who stayed ended up with stories. Your bug out bag, that 72-hour insurance policy you've been building, it's based on a fantasy that someone's coming to save you in 3 days. Nobody's coming. That bag should be called a die slowly somewhere else bag, because that's what it is, a mobile tomb for your ambitions. Those MREs, you'll burn through them in a week. That water filter, useless when every water source has 10 other desperate people fighting over it. That ferro rod, congratulations, you can make fire. So could a caveman, and he's been extinct for 40,000 years. Insight 2. The concrete jungle is your actual jungle. You know what's edible in the woods? About 3 things, and you'll misidentify 2 of them. You know what's edible in your neighborhood? Every pantry in every abandoned house, every grocery store stockroom, every office break room, every vending machine. The city is a massive calorie depot. The woods are where calories go to die. An average suburban block has 50,000 calories sitting in cupboards. A forest acre might have 500 if you know what you're looking for, which you don't. Water? Your house has a water heater, toilet tanks, and pipes you can drain. The city has swimming pools, water towers, and commercial buildings with massive reserves. The woods have streams full of giardia and cryptosporidium. You'll spend more calories boiling water than you'll get from whatever sad rabbit you think you're going to catch. Let's destroy another fantasy, your secret spot, your uncle's cabin, your hidden cache. It's not hidden. It's on Google Earth, it's on property records, local people know about it, they've always known about it, and when things go bad, they're going to remember that city boy who visits twice a year. You're not a neighbor, you're a resource. You show up after collapse, you're not a survivor, you're a delivery. Insight 3, the psychology of territory. In your home, you're a defender. Your brain knows every corner, every sound, every shadow. You know which stair creaks. You know where the good hiding spots are. You know which neighbor has the aggressive dog and which one works night shifts. This is called environmental mastery, and it's worth more than every piece of gear in your bag. But here's where it gets worse. You're not just leaving safety, you're entering hell, and hell has rules you don't understand. The woods during collapse aren't empty. They're full of people exactly like you. Same idea, same desperation, same fear. And fear makes humans into something worse than animals. Animals kill for food. That fire you need to stay warm, it's a beacon. That shelter you built, it's a landmark. That path you're following, it's a funnel. You're not escaping danger, you're concentrating it. Every criminal, every predator, every desperate father with hungry kids is going to be out there. And they're not looking for squirrels. They're looking for you. The guy with the full pack, the guy with the clean clothes, the guy who looks like he has something to lose. In the city, you can hide among buildings. In the woods, you're on stage. And forget about hunting. Every deer within 50 miles of a population center will be dead in 2 weeks. Every squirrel, every rabbit, everything that moves will be shot, trapped, or scared so deep into hiding you'll never find it. The woods will be silent and empty except for the armed and desperate. You'll be fighting over pine bark and grass soup. Insight 4, the fortress you already own. Your house isn't just shelter, it's a psychological weapon. Boarding up windows isn't about stopping bullets, it's about creating uncertainty. Is someone home? How many? Are they armed? Are they waiting? A dark, silent house with no obvious entry creates doubt. Doubt creates hesitation. Hesitation saves your life. You can turn your house into a nightmare for anyone who enters. Move furniture to create fatal funnels. Create noise traps that alert you to movement. String fishing line at ankle height in dark hallways. Put broken glass under windows. Make every entrance a bad idea and every room a potential ambush. You can't do any of this with a tent. Your attic becomes your observation post. Your basement becomes your cache. Your walls become weapons. That boring suburban house becomes a vertical maze where you hold every advantage. You know which room echoes, which door sticks, which window can be opened silently. This is worth more than all the bug-out bags in the world. Now let's talk about the real killer. Not zombies, not marauders, not starvation. Movement. Movement is death. Movement burns calories you can't replace. Movement creates trails others can follow. Movement exposes you to new diseases your body isn't ready for. Movement puts you in contact with people you don't know, in places you don't understand. Every study of refugee populations shows the same thing. The majority of deaths happen during movement, not from the original disaster. Staying put means you can create routines. Routines create efficiency. Efficiency preserves calories. You can set up water collection. You can establish security patterns. You can inventory resources methodically. You can fortify gradually. You can observe safely. You become a spider in a web, not a fly buzzing between them. Your neighbors, the ones who also stayed, they become assets, not friends, but known quantities. You know who has medical training, who has military experience, who has extra food, who has nothing to lose. This intelligence is currency. This proximity is power. You can trade, threaten, or ally based on real information, not desperate guessing. When everyone bugs out, they leave everything behind. Every abandoned house becomes your storage unit. Every empty car becomes your parts supplier. Every vacant building becomes your resource node. You're not looting, you're inheriting. You're the crow picking through with the eagles abandoned. That garage 3 houses down, that's your hardware store. The pharmacy everyone fled from, that's your medical supply. The school nobody's protecting, that's your fortress of supplies. Cafeteria food, medical supplies, tools, generators. You don't carry resources, you map them. You know where everything is and you take only what you need when you need it. Meanwhile, the bug out crowd is carrying their entire life on their back, burning 5,000 calories a day to move it, advertising their wealth to everyone they pass. You're sitting in a dark house, eating cold food, invisible, while they're dying of exposure trying to remember which mushrooms are edible. The grid collapse isn't like the movies. It's not instant chaos. It's slow, systemic failure. Power flickers but doesn't die immediately. Water pressure drops but doesn't stop right away. This gives you time, but only if you stay put. You can fill every container while there's still pressure. You can charge every battery while there's still intermittent power. You can download every piece of crucial information while cell towers run on backup power. The runners miss all of this. They're too busy being refugees. Here's the thing about government response. When it comes, and it will come eventually, it comes to population centers. FEMA doesn't set up camps in the woods. The National Guard doesn't patrol hiking trails. They secure cities, neighborhoods, infrastructure. If you're there, you get water distribution, medical aid, security. If you're in the woods, you get nothing but whatever fungal infection you picked up from sleeping in wet clothes. Your house is more than shelter. It's a time machine. Every day you stay in it is a day you don't degrade, a day your clothes don't tear, a day your boots don't wear out, a day your body doesn't break down. That camping gear you bought, save it. You'll need it intact when this is actually over, not worn out from your failed Robinson Crusoe impression. Bugging out is what Prey does. It's running from danger instead of managing it. It's hoping the problem goes away instead of solving it. It's turning yourself from a citizen with rights and resources into a refugee with nothing but what you can carry. It's volunteering for victim status. Your house is your castle, your fortress, your advantage. Every wall is a barrier. Every room is a resource. Every window is an observation post. Every door is a checkpoint. You don't abandon advantages, you multiply them. You don't flee to weakness, you fortify strength. You want to know the 3 locations that become fortresses when everyone else evacuates? The places that turn from liabilities into the ultimate survival advantage? That's your next video. Because when you understand why staying put makes you strong, you need to know exactly where strength multiplies into dominance.